Gayatri. Welcome to our kitchen. I'm a content creator for Pampered Chef Eating Healthy with Gayatri, as well as for Gayatri's World Kitchen, my VIP Facebook community, where I'd love to have you join. Guys, let me ask you a question. Who wants to spend all morning chopping vegetables to get salad ready just for lunch? Especially on those busy days where the mornings are chaos. If your house is anything like mine, you know what I'm talking about. So I'm super excited to share with you this art of layered salads or salads in a jar. If you do it right, you can have salads ready for the whole week and you just have to grab and enjoy. So let's get started. All right, we're gonna start by preparing the dressing, and I'm gonna use this easy measure and pour jar to make my dressing. It's already got the little recipes and markings for measuring right on here. And I'm gonna make a very simple vinaigrette dressing, okay? That goes well with a lot of our salads, and it's super easy to make. You know, salad dressings can be expensive, they can be loaded with preservatives and all that fun stuff. So we like to make our own. And the other fun part about making your own salad dressing is you get it exactly the way you like it. All right, so I'm following this recipe for the basic vinaigrette right on here. And this line tells me to add my white wine vinegar, but I'm gonna substitute it for the red right up to that line. Pretty easy there. And then the next thing I'm gonna add is half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm gonna use my adjustable measuring spoon to go right up to that half. And there that goes. I'm gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon pepper. I'm gonna adjust this to become the 1/4. There that goes. And then 2 other ingredients. That's all that goes in here, and super fresh. I'm gonna add some honey. It's 1 tablespoon of honey. I can use that same measuring spoon. We like to use fresh local honey, but you can use whatever you like. There that goes in there. And the last thing was some Dijon mustard. And you know what? This recipe is so easy to substitute. If you don't have something, you can change it up. I'm gonna use a 1 tablespoon of the spicy brown mustard, since that's what I have. So there it goes. Perfect. And the last thing going in is some olive oil. You can use whatever olive oil you have around. I apparently have a brand new bottle, so I'll take care of putting that in. And you just fill that to the line where it says olive oil. It's pretty easy. Let's put that aside. And that can go over here as well. And that's all you have to do for the salad dressing. Some easy ingredients, and you give it a good shake. I recommend making the salad dressing a little bit ahead of time, just so that the flavors can marinate, and that dressing will be amazing. So there it is. I'm gonna put that aside, and we're gonna move on to the next step of this. All right, guys, prepping the ingredients. That's the art and the science behind all of this. The greens, you can choose whatever greens you want to use for your salad. It can be kale, it can be romaine, it can be spinach, it can be arugula like I'm going to use. I'm going to show you how to prep the spinach. How many of you buy bags of spinach that say triple washed, but you know, I like to wash my stuff again. This is a Pampered Chef salad and berry spinner. I'll show you the berry part in just a minute. It's got 2 baskets, and I like it because it's big enough to hold a whole lot of greens. And the bottom is silicone, so it's not going to go dancing. It's not going to go dancing as you're pumping the handle and as you're trying to spin the salad. The trick to getting your salad nice and dry is to alternate between spinning and stopping that spinning. Just a fun fact, this salad and berry spinner moves up to, or spins up to 13 miles per hour. That's pretty fast. Okay, so I had washed this spinach and just let it drain, but can you see how much water came out of there just from spinning it? So there's that for you. Another fun fact about the salad and berry spinner is that it does come with the berry basket. It's great to spin those berries that you get, you know, at the peak of season. And washing them and drying them will help keep them stored longer. So I am spinning some tomatoes to get them dry. And again, the key to putting all the salad ingredients together is just having all your ingredients dry, because that wet stuff is what's going to lead to the sogginess. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for just a minute. One last thing I want to show you is I like the idea of, if I wasn't doing salad in a jar, if I was making a big salad for a meal, I would just get rid of all of this, dry it up, and use the lid to store my salad right in here. Okay, so that's prepping the greens. I already have a bowl of arugula that I have washed up and dried up. I did this several days ago, and you can see that it's still fresh. It's super green. It's not limp at all. And that's what a good salad spinner does for you. It saves your greens for several days. Okay, so moving on to the next set of ingredients. You can use anything you want. That's the best part about a salad in a jar. It's so versatile and easy to change up. I'm gonna stick to the basics for today. I'm gonna do some mushrooms. I'm gonna use this quick slice and just a quick rocking motion. I have all my mushrooms sliced, and I'm gonna just put them on the side of my cutting board. I have one more here. There you go, you can kind of see they're all even and super easy to slice up. I'm gonna do the same with cucumbers. I'm gonna slice up a whole bunch at a time. I really like using this quick slice for things like peppers and cucumbers, zucchinis, celery. Great for even making like a veggie platter. There goes all the cucumbers. Sometimes what I like to do is cut up all my vegetables and put them in this cool and serve, and then I can store them that way. If I want to make my salad in the morning, or if I want to go ahead and make my salad ahead of time, I can do it that way as well and just pull it off of there. Okay, the next are going to be my tomatoes. To do the tomatoes, I'm going to put them here in my close and cut. You know, fingers are really important, and instead of using the knife and cutting one at a time, I'm just going to use this close and cut to cut up an entire set of tomatoes. I love the fact that it's spring loaded and I can cut them in half with one swift movement. So I just have a knife here, and I'm going to press down on the spring loaded surface. This is also great for bagels and chicken breast. You can see how all my tomatoes are evenly sliced. And I'm going to put those aside for now, right here on the corner of my cutting board. I'm going to do the next set. Yeah, this is also really great for olives and grapes too. Forgot to say that. Here we go. There they are. Okay. So I'm going to stick to just the basics for the salads. And let's talk about kind of layering. Layering a salad is a great way for you to get your proteins, some extra veggies that you enjoy, and like I said, the possibilities are endless. The way to kind of layer your salad, we want to distinguish between the hearty vegetables versus the delicate vegetables. So the hearty vegetables include things like bell peppers, carrots, broccoli, cucumbers, onions, zucchini, olives, corn. And the softer fruits and veggies would include things like the avocados, the beets, the mushrooms, the peas, the tomatoes, radish, any of the fresh herbs you might want to put on there, berries, apples, pears, peaches, things like that that you could put in a salad and really change it up. Some of the other layers that we're going to have in our salad are going to be proteins. And the proteins are what's going to keep you full. You know, that's maybe a cooked meat that you already have, or the hard-boiled eggs, or quinoa, which is also a grain and gluten-free, so that's a great option. And then we're going to add a layer of some crunch, which can be the seeds, like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds. All right, so let's get to layering it, because that's the trick here. You can use any mason jar that you want. I'm going to use the Pampered Chef Mason Make and Take jar. The reason I like it, and the recommendation if you're using a mason jar, is to make sure that it's got a wide opening so that you can pack it easy and eat easy. The reason I like this one, let me put it together for you, is that it's got a little compartment here for the dressing. And it all fits right here in here together. And if you wanted half a salad, it's also got a snack jar that fits right in there too. So you can have half a salad with maybe a snack in here or your croutons. So, all right, let's layer. The bottom layer, if you want this chart, by the way, just message me and I'll be happy to send it to you. The bottom layer is the grains and the beans. So for my grain, I've chosen to have some quinoa. I'm gonna put some quinoa down on the bottom here. For beans options, you could use any cooked beans like red beans or garbanzo beans, whatever you wanted there. And I'm going to start with some of my heartier vegetables, which I have down here that I've already prepped, are the cucumbers. And then I'm going to move on to the softer vegetables, or the delicate vegetables, which include the mushrooms and the tomatoes. And then you would add your greens. So I'm gonna, actually, before I do that, I wanna chop up my greens to be a little better and a little more bite-sized. So I'm gonna use the salad choppers. And right in my bowl, I'm gonna just chop up a few greens so that they're a little more bite-sized. I really like these salad choppers because you can chop right in the bowl or the pan. This also works really well for chopping up chicken. Being a vegetarian, we eat a lot of salad, but you know, salads is so much more than just lettuce and tomatoes. So I like to make it fun by adding a lot of different things to it. Okay, the greens you want to pack right up. Now, if you were adding cheese, that's where this would go. You would also leave some room for the shaking so that all your stuff mixes in. Okay, so I'm gonna go in here and fill up my salad dressing that we just made. we like a lot of salad dressing. So you can add to your taste, 1 to 4 tablespoons, whatever works for you. Just make sure it's sealed really well. And you would add some seeds and croutons. So I'm gonna just keep my snack jar separate since I do have a full salad jar. I'm gonna put some croutons in here. And I'm gonna mix up my seeds also. We really like pumpkin seeds or sunflower seeds. So they add a little crunch and make it really nice, a nice bite. So that's what I have. I'm gonna keep them separate. I wanna have a full salad. I'm gonna close that up. And let's talk about a couple of quick tips. You can make several of these and leave them in your fridge for the whole week of salads. So the nice part of that would be, all you have to do in the morning is grab and enjoy your salad when it's time. If you were using, well, first of all, let me answer the question of how long do these salads in a jar last? I would say about 4 to 5 days, as long as you are keeping them sealed and in your fridge, of course. So that's, lunch ready to go for us. Some of the other tips I want to give you is, if you can prep all your vegetables all at once, it's going to save you a lot of time. Make sure your greens are fresh, washed, dried, because that's the really important part. And let's see, cook up your greens ahead of time too, whether it's quinoa or pasta. Make your dressing in advance. Add some crunch, add some flavor. And guys, like I said, the possibilities are endless. You can go to my website to get some other recipes for the salads in a jar, like for a chicken burrito bowl or an Italian chopped salad. You'll find them all on my website, and my website is pamperedchef.biz/eating healthy. If you want this chart of how to layer, email me. My email is pceatinghealthy@gmail.com, and I'm happy to send that to you. And basically, that's it. Super easy. All right, guys, so to recap, you can use the snack jar for the dry ingredients if you like, or it's actually also really great for like parfaits or a little yogurt and granola. We have our salad that's layered. All the beautiful layers with the grains and the beans on the bottom, the hearty vegetables, the delicate vegetables, the greens. If you remember to leave some room for everything to go in and shake, that would be awesome. And what I want to talk to you about is if you're not using this special jar with the salad dressing compartment, you can use a regular mason jar. The layering is slightly different. In a regular mason jar, because you don't want everything to get soggy, the bottom is where the dressing goes. So you start with the salad dressing, and then same sort of thing, you would add the hearty fruits actually, and vegetables, and then the grains after that, and then the proteins, the soft vegetables and fruits, the cheese, and then the greens. So that's another way of doing that if you don't have the Pampered Chef make and take jar. Have these ready ahead of time. They will make your lunchtime amazingly delicious and mornings super easy. Thank you.